my fellow crafters, and welcome back to Inspiration for Cards. My name is David, and today I'm going to be playing in my art journal again. I've got some ideas last week during the live. I did made some background paper using soap and bubbles, and that was fun. And I'm actually gonna repeat that technique today to make another piece of background paper. But what I also did back then is make these old book pages, and that reminded me, let me switch on my lights because that might help. Yeah, that's better. So these background papers I made, I'm going to use that now. And then I thought, oh, one of the prompts for journal, the art journals was old paper, and that was the prompt for September. Now, as I already explained, I'm way behind with this little prompt book that I make. So I thought, let's catch up and do September. So without further ado, let's jump in and make this page. So I've already die cut out my base page, a tag that comes in there. I've got some other elements that we're going to cut out. I've got my paper ready from the old book, and then I did that bubble technique that I will show in a second as well. And I've cut everything out using this die set. It's the 1949 Solstice Pocket. So that's the one I'm using. I've got some mixed media cardstock here from Distress, and that's what we're going to be playing with. So I just need to get my head around it. Here's my soapy bathtub that's left over from the live. So I'm going to blow in that to create some bubbles. There we go. Looks like fun, right? And I'm just going to tap that in there. And then you get this. I really love this. There. And let that dry. So, oh, I have to go back. Come back, bubbles, because my tag needs to go in there as well. And if bubbles stay on there, I just pop them. And now I see there, I've got a bit more, so I want a bit more on here. I'm never satisfied, right? So that's fine. Now it's got some more on there. And then I will fold this. Yes, that looks good. That looks good. Now, in with the paper, because what you see is this part goes up, and I really want this old book paper to be on there. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna put it on there, make a little thing there, and a little thing here. And then I'm just gonna tear this off in a diagonal line, like so, and then see if it fits in there. So I'm taking vintage photo, and I'm just gonna etch this paper where I've just torn it, just to accentuate that torn edge, and I will do the page as well to bring it all in together. I will do this fold like that, and the same here, because then I can etch this side as well. So now I'm putting this bit at an angle because I want the same angle. So this is going to go like that. So it continues in that line. That means that this is on there a bit crooked, but you don't see that because this is going to be there. So I'm just going to bring this down ever so slightly, like that. So this is how I want to glue this down. So I've got this in position now. I know how I want it, so I'll put some tape behind that and put that down. And then once that's down, I will trim off the excess. So I will first take off the first bit of tape, and then I will position it where I want it. Press that down. Everything is covered like this. So then I will tear off this first release sheet and press it down. So this is on there now. So I can now fold it back and peel off the rest of that protective backing. Then coming in from the back using my long neck scissors, I'm just going to trim off that book that's sticking out. There we go. So I'm going to take my tape again, put that on this little flap, so here's my base page ready. Now this will become something else. I will just have to see where I will put this one, because what I'm going to do is that the theme is old book paper, and then this was the color scheme that I was talking about in my other video, that I used the different colors, and this is the color scheme for October. So this brownish look fits in there perfectly, and I will color some other bits and bobs to put on there. That will be more orangey red, that kind of thing. This is going to go here. I love this. I love this old book paper. I love the whole look of this. So that is the base page done. Then I've got a piece of mixed media paper here that I'm going to be spraying on with some color. So what I've got here are the mica stains. Some are new, some are old. I don't know exactly which one. I've got them all from last year and from this year. If you don't have them and they are still available, get your hands on them because they are fantastic. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake these up really well. If you look at the bottom, you see that goo. If you don't shake them up well, it'll clog your nozzle. So I'm going to start with just spritzing on some yellow, then coming in with the orange, and some, how is this called? Burning amber. Beautiful deep. And I just want some decayed in there to give it some moodiness. There we go. And then spray some water and let this run. Do its magic. And then I'm going to dry this. Next I'm spraying some water on there to create some droplets. Dry them a bit. And dab them off. Okay, I think this is really pretty. and pretty well matches this color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2 die cuts. I'm going to cut out these mushrooms and some of these leaves to put into my journal. So I'm going to do that off camera and then I'll be right back. So here I've got my die cuts all cut out. I love how these turned out. They're nice and have a lovely color. Now what I want to do, I've got this stamp that has the word autumn. I want to stamp that there. So I'm going to take that out. And I want some black on there, so I'm going to use black for that. And I'm going to stamp that right there. Give that some time to sink in, because there's a fold in here, so I really want to make sure it's on there. And if it's not, it's a grungy look, I don't mind that much. So we got to work with what we've got. But look at that. Perfectly stamped. And I'm going to do one more here at the top. Not the whole stamp, just a little bit. But I like that bit of black that came back. So next I'm going to take my crocodile and get out a black hole reinforcer. I want the matte one. There we go. And I'm just going to put that into my little card here. So take that and punch it in. There, we've got it. So now we've got that black here, here, and here, and I will also put in a black thread. I'm just going to do this different this time. I'm just going to tie a little knot here. Bring that knot closer to there, and then another one here, and that's going to go right in there. So this is coming together nicely. Right, let me see. I want these mushrooms to be here. Something like that. Then I want these to be on there. That's going to be sort of the composition. So let's put this together. Let me start by putting this flower down. There we go. Next I'm going to put these leaves down. Just going to slide that in. I like that sticking out there. Now, this is very delicate, but I will just put it down with some dots. And this bottom bit, I will just trim off like that. This looks good to me. It's coming together. Now let's move to this side of the paper. I like that little group. I'm just going to take my tiny attacher and group these together. Like that. Then I will also come in with some more of this black. Just wrap that around my fingers. This is quite a thicky, fiddly put that behind here. And come in with my stapler and just staple that together. And this in total will go on here. So I'm going to take my glue, just put that under here, and then I will have to press that down. But I love how this looks. Okay, so there's my page. Look at the shine from the mica. Now I just want a bit more splatter on there. So what I'm doing is I'm shaking up my, this is jack-o'-lantern, this is the orange color. I want a bit more darkness. I want this one, burning amber. So that is in there. And I'm just gonna put on some drops on here. And to balance that out, I want to have some white splatters. So I'm taking out my Dilutions ink spray and I'm just tapping that all over the page and over the tag to give it some freshness. There we go. So that's it. All that is left now is to put on my October right here, but I can't find the dies. So I will do that later because they're here. I used them before, so that'll be fine, but I will do that later. So I will put this one right here and then we will see what comes next to it, etc. But so there we have it. This is my prompt for October, the old book paper, which is all the way over my page. I love the structure from the bubbles. You see, that has dried really nicely, and yeah, this is the tag coming in and out. Love that. So I hope you like it. If you do, give this video a thumbs up and consider to subscribe to my channel because that would really make my day. I love playing with these art journals, and as you know, there will be more coming. I can't wait to launch my first collection, but that will be in a while. Be patient. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I would love to see you for the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.